Okay, so they've given us 3 steps. One thing that I would probably add, I'd make it a step 1, and then make this step 2, step 3, step 4. My step 1 would be to isolate the log. That I would add that as step number 1. Now, most of the time we don't have to. This one, the log is isolated. In other words, there's nothing on the left-hand side of the equal sign but log base 4 of 3x minus 1. So we've isolated, the log is already isolated. But notice on this one right here, the log is not isolated because it's being multiplied by a 4. So you've got to, before you start this process of uh, getting rid of your log, you have to get rid of the 4 first. So step number 1 should be isolate the log. Well, we don't have to isolate the log right here. It is isolated. So we're going to begin this process by making both sides of this equation become the exponents of a base 3. So I'm going to kind of cheat and put a 3 right there and make it look like this equation right here is the exponent, and then I'm going to put the equal side up there, and then I'm going to make the 5 be the exponent. That's kind of cheating. I really should probably rewrite the problem, but I was trying to be clever. Probably confuse more people. So I'm going to rewrite it with 3. Whatever this base is, I'm going to write a 3, and then the log base 3 of x minus 1 becomes the exponent, and my 3 raised to the 5th power. So the given equation become the exponents of this base 3. Now, why do we do that? Because this base 3 right here and this log base 3 are going to simplify down and leave it just x minus 1 equal 3 to the 5th. Well, you know what 3 to the 5th is. Well, I don't really. 3 to the 5th. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. I'm going to have to grab my Desmos calculator real quick and say 3 raised to the 5th power. Whoops. 3 raised to the 5th power is 243. So this becomes x minus 1 equals 243, and now I finish solving for x by add 1 to both sides, and x is equal to 244. And then be sure you check it. Plug in 244. 244 minus 1 is 243, and 3 raised to the 5th power equals 243. So that worked out. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can work these two, and then when you're ready, you can start the video again, and you can check your work with mine. I lost my recording. So here are my 3 answers, or my 2 answers, 5.5 and about 2.463. I raised both both of these things right here became the exponents on question B. This became an exponent, and the 3 became an exponent for a base 2. Then this 2 and that log 2 simplified out, leaving me the 2x minus 3 equal to 8. Where did the 8 come from? That's 2 times 2 times 2. And then I have a simple algebra problem here. I finished solving it by adding 3 dividing by 2. Here I got rid, on part C, I got rid of the 4 by dividing 4 by both sides. And this became the problem, natural log 3x is equal to 2. And then I made both sides of this equation become the exponents. Natural log of 3x is the exponent of base e, because remember the natural log has an understood e right there. So the e becomes the base. Why do we do that? Because that natural log and that e simplify out, leaving me just the 3x. Divide both sides by 3. I typed this in the Desmos app on my phone. Because remember, e is a number just like pi. Pi is a little bit bigger than 3, 3.14. E is a little bit smaller than 3. I think it's 2.78-ish, something like that. So that should be, your answers should match mine.